Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients in Nagaland continues its upward streak, improves to 69.58%. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh says RTI disposal rate has remained unaffected by the pandemic. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari desires to open driving training school in every district of the country, and Centre extends validity of motor vehicle documents till December 31. Nagaland's recovery rate of COVID-19 patients continues its upward streak and has reached to 69.58% today. The number of recovered patients in the state as of today is almost double the times higher than the number of active cases. There has been a steady increase of recoveries of patients from COVID-19 infection since August 15, taking the tally to 2,611. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangyapom in a tweet said 38 new cases of COVID-19 positive have been registered today, of which 31 cases are detected from Kohima, 3 in Mon, 2 each in Wokha and Beren. In addition, 215 patients have also recovered from the infection. Pangyo said necessary contact tracing has been activated by the Integrated Disease Surveillance Program team to contain the spread of the virus while recovered persons are kept under surveillance. Meanwhile, the State Health Department COVID-19 status updated that the new cases were segregated among traced contacts with 14 cases, 10 each, from armed forces and frontline workers, while 4 were returnees. Till date, of the total positive cases, the armed forces contributed the highest cases in the state with a total of 1,617, followed by returnees with 1,217, while 660 traced contacts and 258 cases among frontline workers. Presently, the total number of confirmed corona cases in the state stands at 3,752, of which 1,123 are active cases. So far, 8 have succumbed to COVID-19. Additional Deputy Commissioner of Kohima has ordered sealing of several residences at various locations in Kohima district with immediate effect. In a notification issued today, the ADC Kohima, in view of the detection of positive persons, has sealed the house number 185 located at Paramedical Colony, house number 231 of Officers Hill, quarter number NPWD CMRC 101 at Bezocha Colony, house number 1681 at Merama Kel in Pesama Village, house number 794 at Lire Colony, house number 317 at Lower Forest Colony, house number 845 of Middle Age Colony, and Hotel Millennium at New Minister's Hill. It said all movement of persons or vehicles within the sealed areas are strictly prohibited. The COVID-19 lockdown has been especially hard for the school-going children across the country. However, a 13-year-old boy from Manipur has shown that a lockdown period could be a perfect opportunity to unleash their creativity and explore innovative ways. The 9th standard student Baldeep Ningtojam has developed a mobile game named Koroboy amid COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown, which became a popular Android-based game worldwide. The game, which was launched 3 days back in Google Play Store, has become one of the most popular search and download games. The World Health Organization has cautioned that using blood plasma from COVID-19 survivors to treat other patients is still considered an experimental therapy. The United Nations agency today said that preliminary study results are inclusive and more rigorous research is underway. WHO's chief scientist, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, during a press briefing said that so far the results are not conclusive. At the moment, it is still very low quality evidence. Dr. Swaminathan said WHO considered plasma therapy to be experimental and that it should continue to be evaluated. She said the treatment is difficult to standardize. Dr. Swaminathan said plasma must be collected individually and people produce different levels of antibodies. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has said the RTI disposal rate has remained unaffected by the pandemic. Addressing a meeting of CIC and State Information Commissioners, Dr. Singh said that ever since the NDA government came into power in 2014, transparency and citizen centricity became the hallmark of the governance model. He said that in the last 6 years, every conscious decision was taken to strengthen the independence and resources of the information commissions, and all vacancies were filled as fast as possible. He added that in June this year, RTI disposal rate was higher than June last year, and everyone took note of that. Dr. Singh also suggested that the information authorities should bonder to avoid the avoidable RTIs and emphasize that almost all information today is in the public domain. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Union Minister for Road Transport, Highways and MSMEs, Nitin Gadkari, said that he wants to open a driving training school in every district of the country. Gadkari said this while inaugurating 45 highway projects in Madhya Pradesh today. He said that every year 5 lakh accidents occur in the country, taking the lives of 1.5 lakh people, saying that the highest number of these people is in the age group of 18 to 24 years. The minister said driving school will not only prevent accidents, but as per the wishes of the Prime Minister, skill will also be developed among the youth. This will also fulfill the Prime Minister's dream of creating a self-sufficient India, Gadkari added. The Road Transport and Highways Ministry has decided to extend the validity of motor vehicle documents till the 31st of December. The ministry had earlier issued advisories on 30th March and 9th June this year regarding extension of validity of the documents related to Motor Vehicles Act and Central Motor Vehicle Rules. It was advised that the validity of fitness, permit, license, registration or any other concerned documents may be treated to be valid till 30th of September. The decision was taken after considering the situation due to COVID-19 across the country. Enforcement authorities have been advised to treat such documents valid till 31st of December. This step is likely to help out the citizens in availing transport-related services. The Gorkha Public Panchayat Kohima, along with other Gorkha NGOs and Gorkha Defence ex-servicemen, today observed Martyrs' Day in memory of Major Durga Mala and Captain Nikizako Gengruse and other martyrs at Kohima. The leaders of various Gorkha organizations of Kohima, including the GB and ex-servicemen, paid rich floral tributes to the supreme sacrifice made by the gallant heroes. The program was observed with minimal attendance following SOPs of the pandemic, while other members of the community within and outside the state joined the program virtually. In Wokha, 2 persons were apprehended along with Indian-made foreign liquor by the Assam Rifles along with police representative last Sunday. The arrest was made based on specific intelligence on illegal activities at BWD Colony, Wokha Town. The apprehended persons, along with recovered assorted liquor items worth 8,06,256 rupees, and a vehicle was handed over to Wokha Police Station for further investigation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in a Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio on Sunday. It will be the 68th episode of the monthly radio program. In a tweet, Modi said he is looking forward to the ideas and inputs of people for the program. He said people can share their views in the Namo app or MyGov open forum. Modi said they can also dial the toll-free number 1800-117800 and record their message. People can give a missed call on 1922 and follow the link received in SMS to directly give their suggestions to the Prime Minister. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients in Nagaland continues its upward streak, improves to 69.58%. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh says RTI disposal rate has remained unaffected by the pandemic. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari desires to open driving training schools in every district of the country. And Centre extends validity of motor vehicle documents till December 31. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.